Hey there, quirky people! I am your host, Anna, and today we will be talking about the possibility of Thor's final appearance in the MCU. He has been a mainstay for over a decade now. Right before Thor: Love and Thunder came out, Chris Hemsworth mentioned that he won't be dying in the film. He claimed that Thor is too young, being just over 1,500 years old. So, he still has a lot to do within the MCU. And we reckon that he could do quite a bit since Chris Hemsworth also has age by his side. With his fitness regimen, one would think that he could go on for at least 6 to 10 years within the MCU. But Thor fans may be in for a disappointment, as Chris Hemsworth has cast doubts on his long future in Marvel movies. Right after saying that Thor still has a bright future, he has now come out to say that the next MCU movie could be his last. He was recently asked whether he thinks that Thor could die in the MCU, and he replied, and I quote, "Yeah, for sure. I feel like we'd probably have to close the book if I ever did it again, you know what I mean? I feel like it probably warrants that. I feel like it'd probably be the finale, but that's not based on anything anyone's told me or any sort of plans. You have this birth of a hero, the journey of a hero, and then a death of a hero. And I don't know, am I at that stage? Who knows?" Unquote. So while Hemsworth doesn't truly know when Thor is going to die, he does think that his final event could be nearby. So could it happen in one of the next two Avengers movies? He is expected to return in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. So could he make his final sacrifice against Kang? 2 out of the 6 OG Avengers died while making their MCU exit, and maybe that's what's in store for Thor as well. But don't you think that Thor dying in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty would be a bit weird? I mean, literally everyone is expected to be in Avengers: Secret Wars. You have to imagine that all the OG 6 Avengers will be back. It has to be a bigger crossover event than Endgame was. So certainly, Thor would have to survive in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. He has to be there when the likes of Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson return to reprise their characters. But will he make his big sacrifice in Secret Wars? I'm sure that even this won't be the case. Right now, Chris Hemsworth has gone on his second big break from movie making. He took a break from films before returning to shoot Limitless and Thor: Love and Thunder. He wanted to be at home with his kids, since he has been coming off after filming a streak of movies. And now he has announced that he'll take another year off. Since returning from his previous break, Chris Hemsworth went from filming his Limitless series to Thor: Love and Thunder. Then he shot Extraction 2 for Netflix along with his upcoming Furiosa prequel. So those were 4 projects that required a lot of mental and physical strength. Chris Hemsworth is truly limitless, but you'd think that after these 4 strenuous projects, he has to slow down. He recently revealed that he has a heightened risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. He told Vanity Fair that he had some tests which confirmed his biggest fear. And apparently, Hemsworth learned that he has 2 copies of the gene, APOE4, which leads to Alzheimer's.
We've got every blood test one can get, and you have 2 copies of APOE4.
And what does that mean exactly?
That means you have an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease.
You'd be aware that Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia and can cause memory problems, confusion, and communication issues. So, he will now be trying to take preventive steps. And the news of this disease prompted him to take a year's break from filming movies. He will lie back and be more at home with his kids. And after this, it is possible that his appearances as Thor will also reduce. But I do think he still has at least 3 more Thor appearances left in him. 2 of them will obviously be in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars. Thor's solo movie may not have been the strongest MCU outing, but he has proven to be an amazing character in team-up projects. Infinity War was largely a Thor movie, so we reckon that he'd have a lot to offer in both the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. But even after that, I believe that he will return in a Thor 5 as well. We just saw Thor become a father, so we have to explore his days of fatherhood before he hangs up his hammer. And besides, Marvel just gave us the biggest setup for a Thor vs. Hercules matchup, so you'd think that they will come good on that promise. But since Hemsworth wants to slow down a bit, maybe Thor 5 will happen after Secret Wars in late 2026 or 2027. It has to happen, as it will feature one of the greatest hero versus hero battles. But maybe Taika Waititi shouldn't be the one to direct it. He did well with Ragnarok, but he totally butchered Love and Thunder. Anyway, Thor 5 could be the movie where the God of Thunder says his final goodbye by sacrificing himself. I'd love it if Marvel manages to keep him on till he fights Galactus. But if his story has to come to an end soon, then it should happen in Thor 5. What do you guys think about it? Should Thor stay till Thor 5 or be killed off before or after it? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.